G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. On this episode of the International Truck Build, gonna get stuck back into the center console. First things first, I think I'm going to work out what I'm going to do as far as the armrest is concerned. Yeah, the height and the shape and how I'm going to pad and all that jazz. So probably first things first, get that sorted. Then we'll probably look at, if we got the time, move on to mounting the electric window regs and central door locking, and yeah, button up some more of the wiring if we can. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, so I've had a quick measure up, and what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to make the storage bin part of this armrest to that point there where it turns. So it's about 345 long. What I'm going to do is make the storage bin about 200 high, and then on top of that will be the hinge lid. And yeah, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is sort of taper it from the rear to the front to sort of match when your arm's sitting there. You don't sort of want it, level or point up, sort of want it tilted down just a little bit. So probably get to making that straight away. I'll cut it out, fold it up, get that storage bin knocked up, and then work towards getting the lid roughed out as well. So yeah, I'll cut that out and get to folding. Rightio, so I've gone ahead and marked out the basic dimensions for that box. Gonna go ahead, cut it out, and go over to the folder, fold her up and get it tacked together, set it back inside the truck, see if it's what I'm wanting, if it's gonna be dimensionally the right shape. If I'm happy with it, then I'll move on to what the lid's gonna be like. Like I said, probably shape it a little bit from the rear to the front, give it a little bit of a slope. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, first things first, get this cut out and fold it up and tack together. Rightio, so you saw me cut out that template before. I went ahead and folded it up, started playing with it, wasn't happy with it at all because it just sort of resembled a box. So threw that idea out the window. Then I traced that radius there and contemplated, I folded this, what was left of the original box. See, that matches that. I was contemplating putting it that way, which didn't like equally as much. So I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but what I end up doing, just I flipped it upside down, and then I started playing with the actual shape that I sort of want, and I started making that. So what I'm contemplating is leaving that bit at the back there, actually making that a drop down recess to just be able to stick your wallet or change or whatever in that top, like a lot of factory consoles have just open little bins. So I'm thinking about making that like a little storage bin there, and then cutting these off, modifying this, and actually having the console bin sort of start from there and hinge, make that lead hinge from there. So that's where I'm up to, guys. Been a bit struggling this morning as to this, getting happy with the shape and the mechanics of it all, but I think I'm on the right track now. So gonna have some lunch and hopefully get back into it and everything falls into place. Right, so after a lot of playing around, trial and error, and cutting, grinding, welding and repeating, I think I've come up with what I'm going to do for the center console. I haven't there's a metal skin gonna go across the top here, so that's, yeah, it's not gonna live like that. I just haven't got to it yet. So what I essentially have ended up with, gonna end up with little storage bin on the front of the console there, like you'll be able to chuck your keys or some coins or whatever in there, and that's going to be the main storage bin. Yeah, that hinge is just tacked on there for now, just to watch that operate. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. If we go to the other side, I haven't got the right seatbelt buckle in the driver's seat yet, so yeah, I sat the passenger seat in with the correct buckle on it, and as you can see, sort of made it so it lives in that little recess there. So yeah, you can sort of get your hand to it, and it sort of tucks out of the way when it's when you're not buckled up. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Like I said, it took longer than what I sort of would like to have come up with it, but I didn't want to rush it. So yeah, I'll pull this back out. First things first, I'll make the lid for that, make the top for that lid, and then yeah, get to welding. So yeah, get into it. Rightio, so I'll cut that top out for the lid, give it a bit of a roll, and yeah, got it tacked on there. Really happy with how that's looking there now. It's nice height, nice shape. Yeah, sort of when you're cruising, it's you'll be able to sit your arm there, nice ride height. So yeah, like I say, I'll go ahead and pull this back out and yeah, start welding it all out. Rightio, next morning, so we had a bit of a successful day yesterday after all that. Yeah, getting that center console, storage bin and lid sorted out. So now that that's roughed out, I did start welding it all out yesterday, but I might move on from that and shift my focus to mounting the electric window regulators and central door locking mechs. So yeah, I might take a look at that straight up this morning, see if I can yeah, work out how I'm gonna mount all that stuff, and then yeah, go ahead, get it mounted, get it working, and then once that's done, yeah, probably look at pulling that main center console out, and yeah, just finish that. I've got to finish that wiring for the radio, and I think that's about it as far as the yeah, center console is concerned. So yeah, go ahead and take it out. I'm gonna look at these window mechs. Alright, so first step of getting this electric window reg mounted is yeah, had to take out the mechanical reg, as you can see, no longer bolted there, and had to take the runner off the bottom of the window. Yeah, so that's been pulled off there, and this just the new reg just mounts yeah, with these little screws there, bits of rubber on there, and they just clamps as you tighten it. So yeah, that's mounted there. Now this, they give you this bar here, it's got to mount to the door somehow, and that's what pushes, that's what the yeah, the motor pushes off to wind it up and down. So yeah, I guess I'll have to probably end up gonna have to mount off that plate there, I'd say. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some measurements and yeah, get it mounted like that. Yeah, so as you can see, that's just walking up and down there now on the switch. So yeah, go ahead and get that mounted, and yeah, I'll show you how I got. Rightio, so I've got this electric window reg pretty much final fit up. Yeah, the wiring's not finalised yet. It's hooked up, it's not finalised yet. So this is how the electric window reg comes, with this big plate here to mount it, because it's a universal reg, I guess. I didn't need to use that in this application, so what I ended up doing is yeah, drilling holes and mounting it to this plate here, and they give you a little stabilizer bar for the motor. I actually switched around where it was mounted down the bottom hole, moved it to the top hole, and yeah, bolted it back to the rail, and also drilled a hole in this channel and put a nut and a bolt on there to stop the window for continuing down the door. So it can only go as far as that, just lets it just peek out the top of the door frame. This Bailey channel is quite thick, it's very tight. The electric motor doesn't really want to move it at the moment, so I may have to change the Bailey channel out. It doesn't really move all that freely, so I'll have to work that out. But as far as the electric window winder works, it's doing its job. It's just, yeah, the window itself is quite tight on the channel, but I'll see if I can. So hang on a sec. I'll just have to give this a bit of a. So yeah, like I say, it's just that window's a bit tight on that Bailey channel, so I might have to change it. But again, so this is how the reg clamps to the window. Have to take that factory channel off. Clamps to those two bolts there, those nuts and bolts that wedges it to the bottom of the window. The reg, yeah, drill some bolts into that plate that mounts that, and a little stabilized bar so the motor's not flapping around on the joint. So I know a few of you were curious as to how this was all going to work. So yeah, that's how it's going to work. Now I'm going to move on to the central door lock and solenoids. I haven't had a look at them yet at all, so move on to that and yeah, get them fitted. Rightio guys, end of the day, been a bit of a long day, a lot of head scratching trying to work out this central locking business. So I've got it sorted out now. Obviously, yeah, the door's not together, but I do have the central locking working, at least on the left hand door for now. So basically I'll have that unlocked, and yeah, with the door latch, yep, works. Hit the lock. Oh, sorry. Hit the lock. Can't open it. It's locked. So then hit unlock. Boom. Okay, so I know a lot of you are keen on got a few comments on how it's all going to be set up. So essentially that screw hole there, which is a factory door trim hole, I've got the mech, the solenoid hooked up to that. It's got to drill one more hole, and then the door latch, sorry guys, it's a bit hard to see. The door latch, I end up, you can see there's a nut welded on the bottom side of the door latch mechanism there. Yeah, had to weld that on and make that rod hook through it, the rod that comes with the kit. So I cut it, yeah, put a 90-degree bend on it, and then use a little locking mechanism they give you in the kit, and use that to lock onto the mech. So yeah, that's how all that's going to work. Like I say, I got to drill another hole, finesse it a little bit more yet, but yeah, that's how it's all going to that's all going to work, guys. Pretty happy. There was a lot of head scratching, but yeah, finally got it sorted out. So all I got to do now is yeah, replicate it on the driver's side now. So obviously I've got to finish everything up. Like I've got to, you know, finalize the lecky window install and the central locking install. Obviously I've got to replicate it on the driver's side, and you know, final install everything. But just sort of I thought I'd get this video out for you. Got to go back to work soon, so, and yeah, Wednesday's coming up, so I just thought I'd get this video out, get it edited, and yeah, give you something to watch. And yeah, while you're watching this, I'll be back into yeah, finishing off this install and probably playing around with the yeah, the console and stuff. It's all sitting here, but yeah. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Do us a favor, hit the like, comment, subscribe. You guys are killing it. Yeah, really happy with how everything's going, and really digging the support. Like I say, I read all the comments and respond to them all, so really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.